I almost deleted this chapter. It was very difficult to write. I'm still writing it honestly. This chapter is on heartbreaks, relationships. I've not had the best luck with it. Growing up in school, as a kid, as a teenager, I was not the most popular kid in class. I was not the most sought after person to date. I was not desirable, dateable as such. Of course, there were people who were interested in me, but you know what it is, right? The people who are interested in you, you are not interested in them. The ones that you are interested in, they are not interested in you, and so on. I always ended up with people somehow in a very weird way that they friend zoned me. I didn't know that at that point. Like, not just friend zoned me, it's worse than that actually. The best friend zoned me, which means that I had to do all the things that perhaps a partner does, minus the obvious things, of course, and minus the title of a partner. So I was always third wheeling, always the one that gave a shoulder to cry on, always the one that helped them overcome certain situations, was there, gave them dating advice, peer types. And I had the worst self image. I had zero self respect. Even if I remember a friend of mine told me that you have become a doormat. She was right. For the longest time, I have been doormats to many people. I have given this service to many, many people. And I had really less courage to walk out of relationships, even if they treated me very badly, because I always felt like I was not, who will date me? Who will want me? I had very low, like everything. Like there was nothing. My self image was very, very questionable. And I always felt like, जो भी मिल रहा है बहुत का है, you know. Whoever, if this person is giving me attention, if this person is with me, I'm very lucky. So what if they're treating me like crap? So what if we are not really compatible for the long term? So what if they're not able to give me the surety that I want? But at least they have chosen me. And for the longest time, I functioned from that part of my heart, my mind, my brain, whatever, and just went with the flow. So I had to put that down on paper. I see a lot of people, their sense of self is deeply affected by bad relationships in their life, bad romantic relationships. It's what we're talking about right now. And while putting all this on paper again, I was going back trying to recollect situations. I found my own old journal entries where I have written so many sad things. And I was feeling very sad for the teenage Sonali. I'm like, man, so much happened to you. If only. Yeah. I was tearing up while writing. Like I am a little tearing up right now. But I'm glad that today the situation is much much better. I don't want to jinx it, but God has been really kind. God has really changed things around for me, and I hope that this particular chapter holds you. You know, like when you have a very heart to heart chat with a friend, and that friend hears you. That friend makes you, lifts you up, makes you understand, and kind of makes you see your worth. I hope this chapter, this particular segment of the book, does that for you. And again, of course, you can see that I'm tearing up again. So I'm going to, till I complete writing this chapter, and whenever I read it, I'm going to perhaps tear up multiple times. Maybe you will tear up too. But hey, the whole point is to let those emotions go. Even though I'm writing a book on insecurities, there are so many things I can feel it from my insights that I'm functioning out of there. And that has to change. And I really hope it does. So, yeah, this was a very difficult chapter to write. Very curious. Do you do journal entries? How do you vent? Do you have that best friend that lifts you up? Do you go to therapy? Yeah, would love to know if these are few things that you do. And yeah, I know what else to say. That's it for this video, I guess. But one last thing, I'll tell you. As a kid, when I was rejected, not once, multiple times by multiple people, sometimes for the same person, multiple times also, I always thought, questioned, why is this happening to me? Is it because I'm not that good looking? Is it because I'm not that cool? I'm not that smart? And as I started to love myself, as I started to uplift myself, I understood that when new people entered my life, I had a certain standard. I was like, I can't go below this. I owe this to myself. And I know each one of us, you have the ability to reach to that place. Because if someone like me can do that, I know you can do it too. And you will find a person, if that's what you're looking for, that will value you in the way that you want. In fact, they will value you way more than you ever think you can be loved, valued, taken care of. That will happen. But before that, you gotta tell the world what your value is. And that can only happen when the world sees you in the way you treat yourself. So start treating yourself better. Start looking after yourself. Stop with the self depreciating humor. Sometimes it's funny, I also do it, but not all the time. Don't believe those things. Stop taking crap treatment from people. And finally, know that you have the courage in you to walk away. And when you do that, your life will be better. I know it might not seem like that right now, but it will be. Yeah. All right. I read some newsletters. You can subscribe to it. It's in the description. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, a little bit of a work content over there. I am available there as well. And yeah, until next time.